The message said, "Hi, Carol. Are we still on?" Evelyn stared at her phone. She didn't know any Carol. She didn't know the number. But she wrote back. That was the moment. That was the door. And the man on the other side had been waiting there for someone exactly like Evelyn for a very long time. This is Fraud in a Moment, and the truth starts now. The wrong number. How a stranger's accidental text became the most expensive relationship Evelyn ever had. Evelyn Crane, 71, a retired elementary school librarian from Harrisonburg, Virginia, taught children to ask who wrote a story and why. After her husband Walter died, she became careful with her money, her routines, and her heart. One Wednesday afternoon, a text arrived. The message said, "Hi, Carol. So excited for Saturday. Are we still on?" Evelyn replied politely, "I think you have the wrong number." The stranger apologized warmly, then kept writing. He said his name was James Chen, an architect from Los Angeles working in Singapore, and admitted that he often felt lonely while traveling. Evelyn, lonely too, wrote back. Over the next 6 weeks, James became a part of her daily life. He messaged in the morning and at night, remembered small details, sent poems, and talked about one day visiting Virginia. He never video called, blaming time differences and poor project site internet. He sent handsome photos of a silver-haired man in front of architectural drawings. By week 7, James mentioned a private cryptocurrency investment platform called Harbor Trade Global. He said it had helped his retirement savings grow and promised monthly returns of 18 to 22%. "I would never normally mention this," he told her, "but I feel like I can trust you." The website looked professional with charts, testimonials, and customer support. What it did not have was registration with the U.S. regulators or a verifiable business address. James guided her through the sign-up by text and told her to start small. She deposited $5,000. 3 weeks later, her account showed more than $9,000. Encouraged, she deposited $20,000 more. The balance kept growing on the screen, and James celebrated every increase, calling her his star student. Evelyn began to believe that she had found both security and companionship. She told no one about James, not her daughter, her sister, or neighbor. A quiet part of her knew they might worry, question him, or tell her to stop. In the 14th week, Evelyn tried to withdraw $30,000. 2 days later, Harbor Trade claimed her account was under regulatory compliance review and required an $8,600 tax clearance fee before any funds could be released. James reassured her. He said the same thing happened to him and promised her money would arrive within 72 hours. Evelyn paid the fee. No deposit came. Then James disappeared for 3 days. When he returned, he claimed his sister had been in an accident and asked Evelyn to lend him $4,000. This time, Evelyn sat at her kitchen table for a long while, then called her daughter and told her everything. Within minutes, her daughter found no record of Harbor Trade Global in official investor databases. The platform was fake. The transfers had gone to a bank account in Malaysia. Evelyn had deposited $62,000 and paid another $8,600 in fake tax fees. Her total loss was $70,600. James' number soon stopped working. A reverse image search showed that his photo belonged to a man in Amsterdam who had never heard of Evelyn. The wrong number had never been wrong. Evelyn had been targeted from the start. She reported the scam to the FBI, the FTC, and her state attorney general. Her money has not been recovered, but Evelyn now tells the story with her daughter beside her. She wants others to know that secrecy protects scammers, not victims. "If I had just told someone sooner," she admits, "it all would have stopped." What did we learn from this story? 1. The wrong number is never an accident. If a stranger reaches you by accident and then quickly pivots to building a personal relationship, that pivot is not spontaneous. 2. No video call is a loud red flag. Any person who maintains a romantic or close relationship online but consistently refuses or avoids a live video call is almost certainly not who they claim to be. 3. Reverse image search any photo you are sent. Right-click or long press on any photo and run a reverse image search using Google Images or TinEye. If those photos appear on another person's social media account or a stock photo website, you are talking to a criminal. 4. Never invest on someone else's recommendation alone. No matter how well you know someone online, never place money into an investment platform, cryptocurrency account, or trading app based solely on their recommendation. 5. Check any investment platform before funding it. Every legitimate investment platform operating in the United States must be registered with either the SEC or the CFTC. 6. A withdrawal fee means your money is gone. Legitimate investment accounts do not charge you up front for a tax clearance fee or regulatory compliance fee before releasing your own funds to you. 7. Tell someone before the relationship goes any further. Before any online relationship reaches financial discussions, tell a trusted family member or close friend about the person. 8. Romance scammers target recent loss. Widows, widowers, and people who are recently divorced or going through major life transitions are specifically and deliberately targeted by romance scammers. 9. A medical emergency from an online partner is almost always a scam. Online romantic partner or new friend asking you to send money for a medical emergency, an accident, a legal problem, or a business crisis equals scam. 10. Report immediately. If you realize you have been scammed, file a report with the FBI at ic3.gov, the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov, and the CFTC at cftc.gov/complaint. Contact your bank immediately to attempt a recall of wire transfers. Call the AARP Fraud Watch Network helpline at 1-877-908-3360. Speed is critical. Some wire transfers can be recalled if reported within hours. Evelyn's story is a story about loneliness and about how expertly, how coldly, and how precisely that loneliness can be weaponized. The Wrong Number was a first chapter written by a professional, and the platform that showed her a growing balance was a stage set built entirely to take everything she had saved. Romance scammers do not fall in love. They study who you are. They learn just what you need, and they build a version of it in the dark. Before answering the wrong number, before sending the first dollar, tell someone you love. Tell someone you trust. The moment you pick up the phone and call someone who actually knows you, the scam begins to fall apart. This has been Fraud in a Moment, where we expose the schemes hiding in plain sight and give you the tools to protect what's yours. Until next time, stay alert, stay steady, and remember, when a spontaneous text leads to distant love and a sure bet, there's a high probability you're in a romance scam you'll soon regret.